Do you ever get to Sunday evening and feel this strange heavy anxiety? Not because you did too much, but because you feel like you didn't do enough. Like you somehow failed the weekend. I've spent my career in tech as a program manager. My entire job is about maximizing output, creating realistic plans out of chaos, and hitting milestones. But lately, I have realized I was applying that mentality to my Saturday mornings, and it's a bug in the system. Today, I want to talk about the guilt of the unproductive weekend and why, for those of us with high ambition, rest is actually the most strategic move we can make. We treat our free time like a second shift. We have the work backlog and then the life backlog. The grocery runs, the meal prep, the AI course we promised ourselves we would finish, the gym sessions we missed on Tuesday. Rest starts to feel like something we have to earn through a checklist. I noticed that as soon as I accomplished one goal, I was already mapping out the next plan before even celebrating the win. I've seen my friends carrying laptops to family outings or staying glued to Slack during a hike. When did rest become something we have to justify? If we worked all week to get to the weekend, why do we spend the weekend crying for one more day because we didn't actually live in this one? Where does this guilt come from? In the tech world, your identity is often tied to your output. If you aren't producing, who are you? I felt this deeply when I tried to optimize my life by hiring a cook. I thought cooking is a non value added task. And while it saved time, I realized I was missing the most high value moments of my day, the time spent in the kitchen with my daughter. As a program manager for a global team, the work literally never ends. There's always an email from a different time zone or a rabbit hole to dive into. But I've realized that overworking isn't a badge of honor, it's a lack of a boundary system. I noticed I felt more guilty on weekends when I would actually rest than I'd been busy. That was the signal that my internal compass was off. Here's the expert take that I'm learning to embrace. Rest isn't the opposite of productivity, it's the requirement for it. I've had burnout before, the kind where you fall physically ill and blame it on something in the air, only to realize 2 years later that your system simply wasn't sustainable. Our brains have a default mode network. It's the state your brain enters when you aren't focused on a task, like when you're washing dishes or strolling in the park. It's why your best ideas come in the shower, not at your desk. By denying ourselves unproductive time, we are actually killing our creativity. Drinking tea in the backyard or talking imaginative nonsense with my little one isn't wasted time. It's the high quality input that allows me to be a better strategist on a Monday. So, what am I doing differently? I'm treating this like a project, learning along the way. First, I'm separating weekends into two modes, recharge and optional create, not both. I'm letting go of the productivity trackers on Saturdays because the data was actually making the anxiety worse. I've also brought back an anchor activity that has zero professional value. I'm returning to playing piano, not to be the best, but just to play. I'm also currently in the middle of a 30-day screen time challenge. I'm posting my social media usage daily with the goal of keeping it minimal. I want to see what happens when I stop scrolling through other people's productive weekends and start living my own. I don't have this fully figured out. Last Saturday, I spiraled into a 3 hour Notion reorganization that I definitely didn't need. But I'm getting better at catching the spiral. Being ambitious doesn't mean being productive every hour of the day. It means being intentional about your energy. The guilt you feel isn't a sign that you are lazy, it's a sign that you care deeply about your life. But you can't manage a career, a team, a family if you haven't managed to give yourself grace. I genuinely want to know, what does your guilt free rest look like? Or have you forgotten how to do it? Let's talk about it in comments. I'll see you in the next update.